What up, world? It's your boy Ken, man, coming back at you with another banger. You know what I'm saying? The topic today, and listen, this is just my opinion. This is what I've come to terms with over my analysis of the situation. Okay? It's not meant to offend nobody. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? But y'all need to hear this and share y'all thoughts, right? Because I can't be the only person thinking this way. I can't be. All right? But anyway, let's talk about Israel and the Palestine war and the Ukraine war and the humanitarian efforts and aid that is constantly being sent on the behalf of the United States without asking the taxpayers' permission. We just push money to all these other countries, and no one is giving the courtesy of saying, hey, people, what do y'all think of this? Let's take a vote. It's just done. So I say all that to say this. I feel very sorry for what's taking place in all of those countries. I don't feel that the United States is the world police, although we act like it. We're not the huggers, and we're not the Red Cross of the world, because when the United States is experiencing its own turmoil on the home front, no one runs to our aid and help us with anything. This money, it may not be cash, but these supplies and aid and weaponry, that's being paid for by the taxpayers' dollars, and it's being done without our permission, or at least say in the matter. We're already in a huge deficit. We've been in a deficit since Bill Clinton left office. These type of things, what irks me is that all the powers that be, somebody in those seats that y'all vote for, is not saying nothing. They're not making enough noise. They're not opposing the efforts by their colleagues. They just approve. I get it. Some of these countries are allies. Well, all of them are actually. We don't give aid to countries that's not our allies. So they're our allies. I get it. But if they are our allies, that means we're their ally as well. So in retrospect, if we provide humanitarian aid services, then that should be reciprocated back or repaid by means of cash, because our country is broke. We're just printing money. Inflation is through the roof. At some point, the bare necessities are going to be unaffordable. Milk, eggs, bread, meat, whatever it is that you consume on a daily basis is going to become unaffordable. We're going to have to end up growing our own food at some point. At some point, families are going to have to start all living together, just like some of the ethnic groups do in the United States, right? They all pool their money together. They all live in one house. They might have a family vehicle, and they all work at the same place, right? And they collect that money, and it rotates within the family, and they live comfortably, right? So what bothers me about this whole thing with the United States always reaching a hand out and nothing's coming back is that, again, the Tulsa race massacre survivors sat before congressional members in in DC, and pled their case, asking for reparations and justice. And they got denied, but they spent billions of dollars in aid to the Ukraine. So that's a slap in the face, not only to the Tulsa race massacre survivors, but to the descendants of slavery, to the homeless veterans that we see holding the signs up, whether they lying or not, to hunger amongst our own at the home front. Y'all ignore all of that and send money across the pond to the Ukraine and also to possibly to Israel. For what? Why? They got Germany, Australia, China, Japan. You got all them countries over there that can send aid. Why they not doing it? They allies too. Why they not reaching their hands out and saying, here you go, we're gonna send this? Why are we always doing that? So we basically put our own citizens, those gun-ho Americans that go marching up the hill and trying to destroy the Capitol, all them Trump stompers, you know what I'm saying? That this affects you too. What do you have to say about it? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure every person that's watching this video has seen a homeless person on the street and like, man, they look bad. I wish I could help them out. We could help them out if we stop giving everybody our money and resources. We have no business sending billions of dollars to the Ukraine. We'll never get that money back. The deficit is going to continue to climb. Inflation is going to continue to go up. You think it's hard to get a house now, 7-8% interest rate. In a couple of years, you're talking about 10% on up. Cars, basic things that are manufactured in the United States have no business going that high ever, because the money is made and circulated in country. In the country. You think your tax is high now? I pay almost $30,000, probably more, in federal tax. State, anywhere from 7 to 8,000. So almost 40 grand in taxes alone come out my check a year. I'm mad about that. I'm pissed because I don't get no refund. And sometimes I have to pay more back because they didn't take enough out. So all I'm saying is this: watch who you vote for and start making some noise, because I can't be the only person pissed off. I'm out.